Hey everybody, welcome to the medium difficulty spoilercast of the Mandalorian and Jedi Fallen Order. I am joined today by Spider Stags,
with the LeBron hairline.
also also known as Darth Stinky in the Empire, and we are also joined by Da Bears,
What's good?
also known as Darth Skidmark.
You ain't wrong.
I am Darth Sprinkles, and I will be guiding you through this podcast today. All right.
Such a dumb name.
You guys have dumb names. All right, let's start off here. We're going to jump in Mandalorian. Me and Andrew talked about it last week. We're going to save Jedi Fallen Order for the second half of this podcast. So if you guys have not beaten that, we will give you a heads up when we're going to have spoilers. We're also going to kick off Sean for that because he still has not beaten Jedi Fallen Order.
Slacker. Soiled it.
Soiled it.
All right, well, we talked about the first
I've also
two
only gotten to the second gym in Pokemon, but that's for another day.
That's okay. I'm only on like the fourth, so there you go.
You guys are so far behind.
Oh, sorry, it's peak.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Andrew decided he'd like playing video games again like this month. I don't know. Oh
yeah, honestly,
we have a special guest joining us right now.
We have an Ewok. We have an Ewok.
Say hi. Say hi, Ray. Actually named after Ray from Star Wars. So.
Oh, there you go. Sean's dog, for those of you who cannot see.
What are you gonna do when she turns to the dark side?
Dude, she's all dark side. Just chewing on my charger cable now. Come on, get out of here.
So, Sean, what do you think of The Mandalorian, especially the first two episodes?
Like I said to you guys, I thought it was it gets better like every episode so far. First episode was a great introduction.
I'm trying not to laugh. It just sounds like a baby airplane.
I still have the baby, clearly. So
that's all right.
Sorry. I know. I feel like it's been getting better every single episode that's gone by. It was a solid start with like showing how the Mandalorian operates and does his bounties and stuff like that, and then the introduction of the Baby Yoda and the continuation of that story.
Mm-hmm.
When you think it's going to come to an end in this one, and then
I'm definitely interested in where they're going with this Baby Yoda story because I'm like, I hope it looks like they're going to continue it throughout the whole season. I want to get more on it, but like, I'm wondering if they knew it was going to be such a success, the Baby Yoda. Like,
oh, they knew.
I said that to Sarah. I was like, they know they created the most cute, like the cutest thing in the entire universe.
When people freaked out about the what are they called, the puffins or something like that?
Yeah, I know. I know. You're talking from the Last Jedi.
Seagull-looking things.
Mm-hmm. Porgs.
Porgs. Yeah. When they created them, they were like, okay, let's top it, and I don't think it could have gotten better.
They can't.
All right, so let's go to episode 3. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Originally, in the first episode, when they were like, it's a secret bounty no one can know, I'm like, he's gonna go find Palpatine. Like that's how I was like, that's 100% what this bounty is. I was like, it's to make sure he's like still alive. And I'm like, that's how it's gonna tie into the movie. And I was completely wrong, but pleasantly surprised.
It's not gonna tie into the movies at all. It's before that time.
But there could still be like, so Baby Yoda could be in the movies. Like there's gonna be something that's with the movie because they wouldn't release. So episode 7 of the series comes out the day before Star Wars comes out. So they did it purposely.
Well, there's only 8 episodes, right?
Yeah. So episode 7 comes out the day before the new Star Wars movie.
Yeah, because
instead of Friday, they moved the date. Instead of normally it comes out every Friday, but they changed it. So
yeah, Andrew's
has
thinking
to tie in somehow.
Last podcast was that they changed the dates up on purpose because of whatever is going to be spoiled in that 7th and 8th episode. Mm-hmm. So you could be right. I mean, definitely pretty Pretty cool if it
Guess
was.
we'll find out.
All right, so let's jump in here. Episode 3. Little refresher here. That is where the Mandalorian, he goes and brings the child to his client. Like he actually turns them in, and he gets all of those bars of steel for his armor and stuff like that.
Oh, Beskar Steel.
Yes, and has
I
the
think that
change
was
of
the
heart.
best episode.
Yeah. Like I remember you guys yesterday were talking in our group chat that like in one way the episodes are getting better, but yeah, I still think that third episode was like a really interesting episode. Like I think it was my favorite like of the series so far.
Mm-hmm.
I would go 3-1-4-2.
See, Baby Yoda drinking soup though.
For me, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just me.
Now, what about 4 did you find better than the other ones? Just the pacing or
More character development for and I feel like I should know his name. I feel like they said it like once or twice. But more character development of the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian.
Isn't his name Mando?
No.
Oh.
No, he has a name. It's not Mando. I think that's just short for Mandalorian.
I thought it was Mando.
But more character development. The scene in the farm was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of shows that, like, I mean, like, obviously throughout the series, you've kind of seen that, like, hey, he's not just about the job. He's kind of got, like, heart. You know, he's trying to take care of this kid. But you see more of that when he finds this, like, helpless, like, you know, village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, he could have left, but he didn't. He stayed and helped.
And
Granted, he took their money, but still.
According to Wikipedia, it just says Mando is what they call him for short. So
I could have swore he had a name. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, you could be right, but
yeah, but maybe you're right. Maybe that's it. They're just calling him Mando. It's short for Mandalorian, and you don't know his real name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a little research. So
now, curious here because episode 5 is actually not written by Jon Favreau. It's written by somebody else, Dave Filoni. Jon Favreau doesn't do the next 2 episodes. It's somebody else, but he finishes off the season. So I'm curious to see the quality on the next 2 episodes and see if they actually, you know, are tying directly into the plot or if they kind of go for like a side story for the next 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Because
my guess is probably a side story.
Yeah, I found it curious that we finally got that girl that's on the poster, the one that he met up with.
Gina Carano's character.
Yeah,
the chick from Deadpool.
That's right, she is from Deadpool.
Gina Carano. She actually used to be an MMA fighter. She was Ronda Rousey before there was a Ronda Rousey.
She looked like it.
Mm-hmm.
She's a beast.
All right, so at the end of episode 4, I'm trying to remember. Did they like say where he was? Like, did he fly off of that planet, or was it just like him leaving and not going anywhere?
No, he had to leave.
Yeah.
Well, I remember he was leaving, but like, did they like imply where he was going next or anything like that?
No, he said they just have to keep moving because clearly they have the trackers still on the Baby Yoda.
But I remember because the girl was staying behind, like he was separating from her at least. So I wonder if like how she'll come into play for the rest of the season. The planet they went on, like they said, they had the ATST there. Was like I thought for a while there, like the Empire was going to be there, but it turned out just to be, was it like natives or whatever who just had, I guess.
Well, at this point, the Empire is completely disbanded. It's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I mean, the Empire had reached, like, you know, they had bases probably on every single planet in like that, you know, galaxy. So I mean, there's probably some outpost that was raided, and they took the ATST from that. I mean, you know.
That's right. Yeah, you're right because this takes place between episode 6 and 7.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Andrew, you may be right. Like whatever story they're doing with the Emperor and stuff like that, or whoever is in charge of everything. Maybe we'll find out at the end of episode 8 with this one.
It's my guess.
Maybe it's Baby Yoda. Maybe it's evil Baby Yoda.
So the They just renewed it, so season 2 of The Mandalorian is
They already
late
started
2020.
filming.
Yeah, late 2020.
Damn.
Yeah, Favreau put up a picture and
Mhm.
said it was the picture of the helmet, and he said season 2 filming today or something like that.
Which
That
is
was like
awesome.
that was like a week or two ago, I think.
All right. Well,
I'm a fan.
if you guys know anything else, I look forward to seeing episodes 5, 6, 7, and 8, and all the new Baby Yoda memes we get out of this. 'Cause they are.
What have you heard any of the theories
No,
of
no,
what's going on, like the cloning of the Baby Yoda theory?
no. Explain.
Like
I've
that,
not.
that's what's going on. Like when he delivered them, like they actually got samples, like living tissue, to like clone Baby Yoda.
That would be unseen.
No, I know they said like every species, ages at a different rate, but I mean that could be why like he's no, I don't know, 50 and still like a toddler, like an infant.
Yeah. There's also theories that like Baby Yoda is also like Anakin, like how he was kind of created from like straight
The Force baby, a Force baby.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
I saw a couple things like that. I don't know, and it was like people were like making jokes about it. They were like, the light and the dark both made a Force baby, and the darks, aged normally, and the light side like got screwed over because there's is 50 years old, and Darth Vader's dead at this point already, like, and he's still like an infant.
Speaking of Anakin, getting off the topic a little bit here, rumor is Anakin's coming back in episode 9. They're gonna have Anakin in some capacity.
Did they ever tell us, like, I mean, maybe in like an outside thing, where Snoke came from? Did we ever like get his backstory or anything?
No,
like that?
because Rian Johnson ruined it.
And supposedly, J.J. Abrams, there's going to be a scene where it like flashes back, and Luke and Rey are like when they were training.
Mm-hmm.
They're sitting talking about something, and it's supposed to like correct all the wrongs from the last episode. So like all the shit that people hated, it's supposed to correct that in just like a conversation, and then it's like, oh, okay, now that makes sense, and then boom.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be what happens.
Because Rian Johnson fucked everything up, bro. I hate Last Jedi.
I don't think it's that bad.
I did go back and rewatch it, but it's not as bad as I remembered it was. But like, yeah,
it's not as bad as episode 2.
I'm one of the haters. Come at me.
It's not as bad as I don't like sand. It's coarse. It gets everywhere.
Although he's right. Yeah, that movie's terrible.
It just wasn't needed.
No.
But I don't know if I sent you guys the video why Hayden Christensen was perfect for Anakin and how he played him. I don't know if you watched that, but it's a good video because it makes sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people definitely hate his portrayal of Anakin, but at the same time, George Lucas is a genius / an idiot though too.
Yeah.
You don't write Jar Jar Binks if you're in your right state of mind. Like just.
Well, they say the people that hate Star Wars the most are Star Wars fans. So,
Well, hopefully they don't screw this up, this show, because it's pretty good.
I mean, Mandalorian, I look forward to that every week. Every time it's Friday, I'm like, hell yeah, Mando Day.
Yeah, I always forget. Like, I always like wake up and I'm like, all right, new episode today. I got to watch it. I go to work and I come back and I'm like sitting there and it's like, I'm starting to fall asleep. I'm like, oh crap, there's a new episode. I totally forgot to watch it.
Yeah. That's my favorite. Every Friday when I eat dinner, that's what I do. I come home and watch a new episode.
Just think we got an Obi-Wan show coming out soon.
Oh, yeah.
And all the Marvel ones coming too.
Yep.
Down the pipeline.
Disney Plus about to be lit. It already is lit.
All right, moving on now. Jedi Fallen Order. We talked about it a lot last episode. Sean wasn't there. He was playing with his own baby Yoda.
She's right here.
She's right there watching. All right, start off, Sean. What do you think of Jedi so far? How far are you? What's going on?
All right, so I am on the second planet. Just finished. Got force push on my way back to the ship. Gonna go to probably Dorthmere.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure what happens on that planet, but so far the combat, man, it is hard. I mean, like, I'm not used to that with a Star Wars game. Like, like you go into this kind of with the expectation that it's like the Force Unleashed, where it's kind of just like a hack and slash. But now Cal Kestis is very vulnerable, and you gotta be really good at blocking and dodging.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to I assume you beat the Wookiee planet already, right?
No.
No.
So I got to the. It's not a spoiler. It's like I knew Kashyyyk was my because like when you're in the tomb, and the hologram guy's like, "There's only one tree like this ever. It's on Kashyyyk." I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go Kashyyyk." But yeah, I'm not going there yet. I was gonna save that one for the fourth planet I go to.
Dathomir.
Yeah.
That one's going to be difficult for you, but if you can
that's
hit it
such
early,
a fucking pain in the ass, dude.
You can hit it early.
Like imagine you like the fucking annoying stormtroopers with the fucking
the batons. Yeah.
Imagine them, but every single person you go against is them. That's Dathomir.
I went up against 4 of them like at once, and I was like, "How do people like beat this game?" Like I was getting smoked, bro. I was like, "What?" Like you're trying to like block every like.
Yeah, they're a pain in the ass.
When you get more force powers, you will. Like that's the thing is,
shit on them.
The game gets easier as you go along. It doesn't stay that.
That's
difficult.
what yeah. That's what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
That and I didn't upgrade my health at all. Me and Jim were talking about this yesterday. Last night. I upgraded my force powers and my lightsaber skills first. So I was just fucking destroying people way early on, and then I did my health afterwards. And it worked out for me, but like I was definitely force throwing people way before Jim was. Because based on where Jim was at the game, and then where I was, and then when I got to the point he was talking about, like I was already fucking throwing people across the room. He said he wasn't. He just upgraded different than I did.
Yeah, because I feel like for me, like I'm trying to be very even. So I have like every branch, like I have like almost even, like health, defense, like saber skills, like. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say there's one force power I would recommend you get as soon as you can. There's one where it's like if you use a stim pack, it replenishes your Jedi force powers as well.
Mm-hmm.
That is a must for later in the game.
Yeah, because sometimes, like when I'm fighting the Guardians at the Temple, and like they have that like beam, and you like force push it out through their chest, and I go for like a heavy strike or something like that. I'm like, it's like you can't do that. You don't have enough force. I'm like, how does this require force? Like, just
yeah, because the power strikes require force power.
Yeah,
that's what stops you from spamming Y or.
It really does, though. I know, because I'm like, oh, I got you, dude. Force push. I'm like, no, can't do it.
Yep.
And then I'm like, / dodge, / dodge.
Exactly.
My problem was never doing the force push against them. It was always against the guys with the rocket launcher. I'd be like, all right, fire. And then I'd see the rocket, and I'd go to force push it back, and just nothing. I'm like, oh, crap.
It's like you pre-force push, and they're just like, oh.
Yeah, I could never get the timing right on that one. But
and the other thing we were talking about yesterday was, are you having issues like when you go down the mudslides or ice slides? Are you having issues? Are you falling off the mat?
No, why?
Okay. No, people were complaining about it, and me and Jim said we didn't have any issues.
Yeah, that never happened for me.
Yeah, I've been completely fine with it. What was I going to say? Totally lost my train of thought.
I just can't wait for you to beat the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I think I was on YouTube and I was like scrolling through videos and I think I saw a picture of something that might have like spoiled something for me.
What did you see a picture of?
I don't know because if I say it and it's real, I don't know. I saw something. I don't want to say it. Because if it's right, I'm gonna be pissed that I saw it.
Well, I will say this, and this
All
isn't a
right,
spoiler.
I'm gonna hide my face. You tell me what you saw, so you can't see my facial expression.
He's gonna like smile, and I'm gonna be able to tell. Like,
No.
I
Here,
hate
I'll
you.
block out
All
my
right,
camera.
all right. I saw a picture of. It looked like Asajj Ventress as the second sister or something like that. Maybe that's what it looked like.
That's not a big deal.
No, all right.
No, it's not a big deal.
Well, if she's in the game, that's pretty fucking cool. Can you shut up, Kate?
I was gonna say they show. It's not like really a spoiler. Like the second sister, takes off her helmet pretty like I think like halfway through or something like that. Like you see her face pretty.
Is it Asajj Ventress though?
I don't know who that is exactly. Is that a?
You watch Clone Wars?
No, I don't.
It's not.
It's
Okay.
not that. Yeah, I thought this was a brand new character. Her name's Trilla, I think. This
Okay.
isn't a spoiler. Yeah, it's Trilla. She they go into her story and stuff like that later
Okay.
on.
The only other Night Sister, or not
The ninth
the only
sister.
other sibling is
Second,
the
yeah,
ninth
the-
sister. You
the
see the
ninth
ninth
sister.
sister.
You see the ninth
Okay.
sister at the very beginning of the game too.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
I
the
totally-
ninth sister. I thought that was the second. No,
There's
wait.
two sisters.
There's two. Yeah.
Okay.
You
All right.
play
My
the
bad.
second
My bad.
sister is the one in the mask, and the ninth sister. You actually see her at the beginning. She's the one that stabs your buddy.
Yeah.
And kills him.
And you fight her like briefly, right? Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, you'll see.
Yeah.
Also, I like that.
Kashyyyk gets better the second time you go there. You go to like every planet a couple times.
Yeah, I figured.
Kashyyyk's better the second time.
I like the callback when you get your first holocron on the first planet and you bring it back to the ship and she's like, "Oh, here I have one," and then you like it's Obi-Wan like warning all the
Yeah.
Jedi. I was like, dude, so sick.
You just went through exactly what I was going to say. The callbacks they do in this are perfectly done. Like you'll get
Jim
some.
froze for me.
Yep, he froze for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. I say the callbacks they do in this are perfectly timed and placed.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are some characters they'll introduce, like not major ones, but ones from other one like episode like Clone Wars or Rebels or something like that. That
I know Saul Guerrera's in this, right? I saw the trailer. He was in it.
yeah. Forrest Whitaker is.
Yeah, he's the
That's
militia.
him.
That's
Yeah,
him, Saul Guerrera.
Oh, Saul
Yeah.
Guerrero. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I always forget his real name.
There's a couple people from.
Stop smiling. No, I don't want to hear it. You better stop talking, bro. God damn.
There's a
No,
couple people.
shut up.
It's spaced out.
I want to beat it
beautifully,
so bad. God damn it. I should.
The only one, and it's not a spoiler because he's not in it. The only one I was disappointed that wasn't in it is like C-3PO. I thought he was in it.
There's a lot of people not in this. Like
Dude, there's
like
a lot of
nobody from the main.
There's a lot
started.
of droids. There's a lot of like droids, and I was like, oh, they're gonna definitely show like C-3PO and.
I don't think R2 is in it or anything like that too.
Yeah, no, R2 isn't.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they set it up, after the game,
He's taking off the headset. Nah, they.
I'm just joking.
No, they
I'm
definitely.
Joking,
Hey, you wanna-
relax.
you
I'm
wanna
joking,
kick me
I'm
now?
Joking. No, I'm joking.
Well, EA screwed themselves too a little bit here because it's like we may not get a sequel to this game, which like kills me a little bit inside because it's like I want to see how Cal's story finishes and everything like that. I want to see where it goes. Like,
How are they going to lose the game?
the hell was that?
I don't know.
I kicked my trash can.
There you go. How are they going to lose the rights to the game?
EA is their contract with Disney is up at like the end of the year or something like that. So I'm sure they're making another one, but after them botching Battlefield,
Hey there,
Battlefront 2 and everything like that. And they only
There you
put
go. You're
out,
back.
Yeah, you're back.
sorry, but no, the EA botched all of the games. Like they only put out 3 games, and 2 of them were Battlefront, and they did not do too well, in the public's eye. So I'm curious if
Well, this
EA
one
can-
definitely a saving grace, I feel.
Oh yeah.
So far, like obviously, I haven't. You guys beat it.
So Respawn is owned by EA, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Part of me wonders if Respawn breaks off and they just do it themselves,
They can't.
Yeah, they
or if
just
Disney
signed
buys, or if Disney buys.
If Disney can buy, I don't know. If Disney can buy Respawn off of EA, which I doubt they'll let them ever do that because that comes with Apex, Titanfall, and this new
Mhm.
Star Wars title.
Or they just buy like the Star Wars team from Respawn.
They could buy the title.
I don't
They could
know.
buy like Jedi Fallen Order
Mhm.
from them. I mean, they own Star Wars, so I'm sure they have rights to it.
Yeah, because if they're like, oh no, we're not letting you do that, then make it be like, all right, fuck you, then you can't do Star Wars. Like,
And quick before we kick you off, Sean, we start talking about all the spoilers. Performance, because you're playing on PlayStation 4. Me and Andrew both played on Xbox. How is it performing for you? Have any? Because I know there are some bugs and glitches and stuff like that.
The only thing I've ever kind of noticed was I forget the girl's name, Seer.
So,
Yeah. Her eyes kind of glitch sometimes. They look like they're like crazy, like big, and then like they get whiter, and then like it's weird.
well, that's just
That's
what she
it,
looks
though.
like normally.
yeah.
I know her eyes are like crazy looking, but like I had a couple like glitchy eyes sometimes. But it's, other than that, like it didn't like ruin anything for me.
Oh,
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game.
oh yeah. I've had a couple bugs and glitches and stuff like that where it's just been like not really like T-pose, but like enemies and something like that will freeze up or something like that and move in kind of weird ways.
Just like you.
Yeah, like my network connection right now.
There you go. You're back.
Oh, but yeah.
He's yeah, some enemies will
I switched back to the Comcast. What do you want? Like I hate it.
Oh man.
I have Comcast. I don't have issues.
It's here. We have an old house, and it's just the connection line. I think coming in. If it gets windy out, it just drops. It's terrible. I gotta get them to fix it.
I was thinking about getting that Nest Wi-Fi. Off topic, but
okay. All right.
Depends. The guy will throw it at your door, and then you won't be able. It'll break.
How funny was that? Literally, I installed that doorbell.
Was that someone from the station though?
No, that was a ground. That was a ground driver. Because we don't deliver on Sundays.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I know, but I was like, "What?" It looked like our trucks.
Dude,
so I'm like,
I installed the doorbell 40 minutes before that happened, and then it was like, alert, someone's at your door. I was like, oh, who is that? The dude's just like, yeet.
So I wish I could find. There used to be an Amazon guy that delivered to my house, and it was this old guy, and he would just go. Literally, like you've been to my house, like you know where my light is out front on the like bricks. He threw it at my door from there. Would just yeet them, and then all you see on the camera is whoop, and it'll go and hit my door and then fall. I'm like, bro, like what if I had like glass in there?
Nope.
I'd be screwed. But he hasn't been here in a while, so.
Scumbag delivery drivers. I hate every delivery driver.
So do I.
Bunch of animals. All right. Let's get into some spoilers now. Let's
You gonna boot me?
I'm gonna push it out.
We're gonna force push you out, yeah.
All right, ready? Do it on 3.
Hold on a second, let me see if I can do this. Can I all right. I think this is this says remove. I'm gonna see if it removes you from the chat entirely. All right, here we go.
All right, let's do it. Bye, guys.
3, 2, 1. All right.
Out.
I think he's gone. I don't want to say anything yet. We'll make sure he's gone.
3 spoilers coming in 3, 2.
Hold on, I'm texting him first. I don't want to just like say the big spoiler here and just while we're waiting. We are brought to you by Jim's Repair Service in South Jersey. There you go. I got the sponsors out of the way. I'm just checking. All right, whatever. If he's still here, it's his own funeral now because now he doesn't. All right, Andrew, I'll give you the countdown, and you can spoil away. 3, 2, 1.
Dun, 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 dun. Some
Not
Darth Vader, baby.
did not see him coming at all. Like,
I was saying to Jim yesterday, when you're fighting her and it does that cutscene when you first see him, when she was talking and you were talking and Sierra was talking, she's like, I got to do this. And all I heard faintly in the background was the fucking breathing of Darth Vader. And I'm like, oh shit. And then when the camera flips to her and she's standing there like this, I'm like, she can't fucking move. And then all you see is, and then I'm like, oh my God. And you see him jump out and he starts, and he throws Sear. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this guy's going ham.
You described it exactly the way I heard it too, because it was just like, I saw the smoke starting to come up behind her, and I was like, I'm like, oh, that's a cool effect. And then I just heard like just that little breathing, just that little breathe out, just that, and I was like, is that? And then as soon as she froze, I was like, it's fucking Vader.
And then, dude, he's fucking ripping everything up, throwing it. All the stormtroopers getting fucking tossed, and it's absolutely insane. That was the coolest fucking thing that they could have done. Like the way that ended. Yeah.
And it was just like you did not want to fight him at all because it's like sorry, my internet connection's unstable. Let me know if I go out on your end.
No, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
When the camera turns like the first time and it goes into the fight stance again, I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, I am fucked. I had like, because like we talked about this too earlier, like the stim packs. I had 3 stim packs and I just barely made it through that fight with the second sister. Yeah. And when they turned to him and I was like, all right, I got full health again, but I'm like, I am not taking him down. Like just can't. And I was like trying to dance away from him for a little bit and like just not hit him because I knew he was just gonna turn around and just rip me apart. And I mean he does, but you know.
Yeah, I mean the definite goal of that was there's no way that you're even close to being strong enough to face Vader. Like there's just no shot. Like I just started running. I ran. I didn't even try and fight him. I was like, I'm going. And I saw the door open. I'm like, all right, I am actually supposed to run.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like you see it like, and you see the guys ahead of you, and I'm like, because I actually made it through the run on my first time, which I was really happy with because it was just like I barely made it by the skin of my teeth, and like I definitely had that pressure. But like I see the guys like shooting at me and stuff like that. And right before that, I just unlocked the ability where it's like as you're running, you deflect shots and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, perfect. I just unlocked that in the time. I'm like, I don't want to try fighting these guys if I don't have to. And sure enough, as soon as I run up close to him, he just rips the bridge out from underneath of them and they die anyway. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's a beast. That was like the perfect ending to the game. Outside of them, you know, destroying the holocron, and basically having all the Jedi, kind of no one will be able to find them now. So they're forever protected.
Well, and that's I'm kind of surprised that they didn't kill off any of the main characters. Like, I mean, even especially Cal, because it was like this was his story. I was expecting him to die, kind of, because it's like we don't see him in any future episodes.
Well, I thought Sear was definitely dead, and I was like, okay.
After Vader yeeted her off of the side of the ship, like
I was like, well, she's dead. And then the Trilla was kind of a main character. She got destroyed. Which honestly, she might not even really be dead. Because did he strike her and like cut her in half?
He pretty much like cut. Well,
okay.
You don't see her get cut in half.
Because obviously you can't see her get cut in half.
I have since gone back and watched like people's reactions to that scene because like that's almost like watching like a game reveal because like nobody saw that coming. Yeah, she's dead. He hits her lightsaber like through the back and everything like that. Like if anything, she's paralyzed for life.
So I'm like, oh, maybe she'll come back with like a badass scar or something in the next one. Be like,
I mean, Darth Maul survived, so I can't really say she's dead because he got chopped in half.
True.
But yeah, I don't think she's making it.
Yeah, I think she's gone.
I
was kind of hoping Seer died though. I don't really like her.
So the other main characters, other than BD1, because we talked about him a lot last episode. How much I love him. I love Grease. Yeah, Grease, man, Greasy Money. He is. I thought they were going to like possibly kill him off too. The way he was talking, like as you get into that final episode of the mission.
Yeah, he's cool.
What did you think about the Darthamir girl, the witch?
I like her too. I think she's cool. Originally, she pissed me off because she just kept fucking throwing shit at me, and I'm like, come on, like I just want to fucking get to this temple. Like at that point, I was just like trying to beat the game, and I was so tired of that planet. Because that planet's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me just get the hell off this planet. And then when you met what's his name, Jaro or whatever.
Oh, the other Jedi.
The other Jedi. Like I'm like, come on, man. Like you're gonna take his side, and then when you found out that like he was lying and all, I'm like, okay, she's gonna turn good. She'll be good with me. So
yeah, Darthamir was annoying because there was like shitting around every turn. Like
it was just spiders going up the steps. The guys were hiding behind walls. I'm like, come on, man.
But in that one, like the collectibles in that one, like the his like Jedi sensing things, you can get the story of like Joro, whatever the heck his name was. Throughout that, because he was there for a long time. Like he landed on that planet after the Order 66, and like that's where he hid out. And it's kind of crazy because it's like if you think about it, like Cal could have gone to that planet too. Like what was the they just each went to different planets, and that's how each one changed them, which was really crazy. What was the other ones I wanted to talk about? I was trying to look up the Marin, that's her name. I did like I mean, I'm surprised they didn't incorporate her more into the final fight or something like that. I mean, it was nice that she came in and like saved you both from drowning at the end. But yeah, how about Vader holding back all that water too? You were talking about that one yesterday.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Coming flooded in, and it
just shows you how powerful he is in the Force. Like it's insane. Like he literally held an ocean back from coming and killing him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like it's been a while since I've watched episode 3. Like I said, I just rewatched 1. I started 2 again. But like I feel like that is kind of like a disjointed thing from episode 3 to episode 4 and 5 and 6 is like you never really get to see Vader be that much of a badass like he was in this game, where he's just ripping stuff apart and you see why he is the chosen one, for good or for bad. But all right, other than that, you got anything else you want to add?
No, but 10 out of 10 game. If you guys haven't got it yet, ask for it for Christmas or buy it. It's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, and we're probably gonna talk about this again on the next episode. Whenever Sean beats it, I'm sure he's gonna want to be like, just all right. Until next time, everybody, stay beautiful.